Now,
Yeah.
for today's class, we are going to create a material, discussing about how we are going to use the expressions and functions. We'll be discussing about the parameters, creating the material instances, using the textures in the Unreal Engine, and also discussing about the nip maps. It's a very important topic. Okay. And at the end of the course, you would be able to create the material, understand the concepts of the expressions and functions, and also create the material instances and changing its parameters, creating textures and changing its properties. Yep. Now, what is a material? Okay, so material is an asset that can be applied to a mesh. Controls the visual look of the scene. Okay, and in the Unreal Engine, we'll be using a PBR materials, physical based rendering. Okay, and the advantage with the PBR materials are they are like more natural looking when you compare with the other softwares, other 3D softwares. Okay, and these physical based materials will work equally with all the lighting environments. Okay, and we'll be using USF files, Unreal shading files, okay, which has the HLSL file language, okay, high level shading language. So if you want to see that, just go to the path where you have installed your engine, the C program files. I'll go for the Epic Games, the version what you have installed, okay, engine, go for the shaders, private. So these are the USF, Unreal shader files. So if you open this, this consists of the HLSL, the high level shading language, whatever you have this one here. Okay. So we'll be using this as a template. Okay, we discuss about the shading mode, blend mode, and material domain, right? So when you're changing this shading modes and all, okay, so you're going to use this USF files as a template. Okay, and when you're changing that, this template will be work according to the requirement what you're seeing there. Okay, whereas
mean to say it's like a preset.
It is already saved as a default preset with your Unreal Engine. Okay, it will access from this path, like what I've shown you. It will access from the path, whereas your blend mode, which controls your material, and shading mode defines how your light will be calculated. Material domain controls how your material is intended to be used. Okay, like for your light function or post processing, etc., etc. We already had this in the last session.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I'll just glance you like what we are going to create for today's class. So we'll be creating simple materials. I'll be explaining these materials on the spheres. Okay, like I've said, like we will go this very basic as possible, so that you will be getting it at the first try. Okay, so I'll be taking the sphere as an actor. Now after the class, you can go create any DCC assets, import it into your Unreal Engine, and try your material, like what we are discussing for today's class. You can try this on your materials. Okay. Yeah, so we'll be creating this simple materials, and then we'll be creating a chrome ball, and also creating the instances. You can see I've created a one material, this as a parent material, and this as a three child materials instances. Okay, you can change the RGB colors on that. And also we'll be assigning textures and changing the parameters. We'll be discussing about the normal maps also. And we'll be discussing the example hologram. Okay, this will be very interesting. Okay, so creating this will be discussing about the more like expressions and functions. Let's say I'll be using lerp, multiply, Fresnels, etc., with this example. Okay, right. Now how to open a material editor? Anyone?
And you just double click on the material.
Double click on any material, right? So it will open your material editor there. Cool. So I'm gonna create my new path. So I'll start my Unreal Engine. I'll select my games as my project category. Next, selecting the third person as the template. Go for the next step. I'm create a new folder, naming it as class 2. Say my materials project. So you can select this as a blueprint, maximum quality. And if you're using it for any mobile or tablet, you can go for it's scalable 2D or 3D. Like if you want like low res quality. Okay, ray tracing can be disabled. You can enable it later. And I want it with the starter guide, right?
Yeah.
Create the project. Okay, now when we speak about the functions and expressions and the high level shading language just now, you can also directly inject the HLSL file into the custom nodes. You can create in the custom nodes. I'll just show you. Let's say I'll open any material. Just open the material editor, for instance. Let's say I'll go for FOV, field of view. When I double click on this, I see this code here. The shading code can be directly injected here also. Okay, you can create your own custom nodes. That is what I would like to say. Okay, yes.
Okay.
And you can dock your material editor next to your level.
Yeah.
Fine. So I'm going to create a new level. I want it to be default. I'm going to save this. Save current content. Create a new folder saying it as my, or like I'll name it as a simple maps. Materials. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. So I'll scale this. You can go along with me.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll be creating my materials here. You can go along. You can create your materials also. Okay.
Okay.
Are you okay till here? You're able to create a new level?
So far clear. Yeah.
Anurag and Sharath?
Yeah.
No doubt, right?
So far, not.
No.
Okay. So let me create a new folder here, saying it as my materials. And the materials, whatever we are going to create, will be inside this folder. Okay, like we'll go for the organized structure.
Yeah.
So right click, create a material. You can create it from here, or you can go for material and textures, create it from here, or also add or import. You can do it the same thing from here also, from the content browser. So I'll click here, create material, and naming it as, let's say, we discussed just now, right? I'm going to create this on a sphere. Okay, so I'll say m_sphere. We'll create a simple material. I'll just want to assign a simple color for that. Okay, I'll assign yellow, right? And this star mark shows here to save it. Just save my materials to the level. Okay, I'll create my sphere actor. You can place it on the ground by pressing end. It will snap it to your ground. Now, so you can assign this material to your sphere actor here, static mesh actor, by drag and drop into the viewport, or keeping your actor selected here, you can change it from the material in your details span. So you can just go search for the material. Let's say m_sphere yellow, or directly drag and drop will also go. Okay, so I'll double click, will open my material editor. I'll dock next to my level here. Now, so you have base color, metallic, specular, roughness, and etc., where you are going to add the constant values. You can also assign the textures, let's say like expressions and functions. Okay, so I'll create a single constant value. Let me see how it will be go good with the base color or not. And you can change the value here. Let's say I'll go for 0, which says black, and I'll go for 1, which gives you a white color. Right now, if you want any particular color, what you say, like you want your color as a constant 3 vector value or constant 2 or 4 vector value, like what to get the color, what you will be creating?
Constant 3 vector.
A constant 3 vector. Yes. So I'll create that constant 3 vector from my palette here. Just drag and drop, or right click. I can search for it, constant 3 vector, or a simple just hold 3 on your keyboard. Remember, when I'm saying like 3, it's on your keyboard, not on the numpad. Okay. So if I'm trying to press this 3 on the numpad and trying to left click, it is not working. You can just try that. You can just try. See, just try to press the numpad 3 here, numpad 3, and try to click on the left mouse button. It's not working. Okay. You can customize these settings. Okay. So you can go for the Windows, sorry, your preferences, and go for the keyboard shortcuts. You can customize those keyboard shortcuts from here, the material related keyboard shortcuts here. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. So I'll create a simple 3 constant value, drag a wire from here, assigning it to the base color. See, now when I'm creating this 3 constant value, I would able to add a color, red, green, and blue. If you want alpha, let's say I'll create a constant 4 vector value, which has a alpha channel here, red, green, and blue, and alpha channel. Right now, I don't want any alpha for my sphere here. I'll go for the simple 3 constant vector. Just go and change the color to a nice yellow color. Let's say, click OK. And this step is very important. You have to apply and save.
Okay.
Okay. And any changes you're doing here, you can see it on the material editor viewport. And if you're not saving, you can't see the update in your level viewport here.
Okay.
Okay. So remember that you have to press save and click apply. Right. So simple.
Yes.
I guess you have any doubts here?
No, so far clear.
Okay. Okay. Let's create another. Let me save this. And close. So I'll create another sphere actor. Now let's create this as let's say a simple red color, which has a good reflections on it. So I'll right click, create a material, say material M underscore sphere. Let's say a red. Now, if you see carefully, when I'm saving, okay, fine. When I'm renaming here, I'm creating as a M underscore sphere, the name. Okay, I'm creating M as a prefix, saying a material. So material. Okay. So by doing this, when you can search them, such results will make easily. Let's see. If I'm going for any textures here, it says T underscore a name underscore D diffuse map textures diffuse map texture a normal map, right? So when if you want to search for underscore D, my result you can see here. Okay, it's searching for the diffuse map.
All diffuse.
Okay? It's like you're filtering the thing. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So I'll assign this to my sphere 2 here, sphere actor, and double click. It will open my material editor. So I'll create a constant 3 vector, pressing 3 and left mouse button, add it to the base color. Sorry, adding it to the base color, and I want it to be red. And let's say I want to add a simple reflections on it. Okay, fine. It will take a few seconds to update. Okay, so I'll create a single constant value. As you know, like it will take constant values. So I'll create it as roughness, because I don't want any roughness value. When I make the roughness value as 0, you can see it's taking few what you say, the reflections here. And anyway, by default, your specular value will be 0.5. Okay, so I'll save this, apply and save, or if I click save on this, automatically it will apply process will go. Apply is done. Okay, so you can dog this here if you want, and you see your sphere. Can you see the difference between these two spheres? This has kind of 0 roughness value, and it has a roughness value of. Can you see this? What the difference?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Clear till here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So far.
You can click save all, or you can click on the save current also.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
So let's create another sphere actor. And remember, if you want to duplicate this one, let's say alt and drag to the duplicate sphere, I'll be creating with the same material. No problem. You can create and you can assign the material later also. It has no issues with that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are very serious. Are you feeling bored or what?
No, no,
No,
no.
No, no.
We are doing it
We are
seriously.
doing along with you.
Okay. Fine. So are you at this step?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we are creating the new material.
Okay. I'm going to name this as M underscore, let's say sphere glow. We'll make a glow kind of material here. Okay. Saving it, save all, and assign this to the sphere. Like I said, you can duplicate and assign material later also, no problem. Or you can create a new actor. Anything is fine. So I'll double click to open this material editor. Let me close this. Yeah. Now I'll create a 3 constant value. I'll get a good blue color, say, or maybe this is fine. Okay. I'll assign this to the base color. Okay. I'll create a constant vector value, hold 1 and press left mouse button, or you can drag and drop from here also. I'll assign this to the emissive color, right? And the moment when I increase this value, say 30, it start glowing, it start emitting some light. Okay, but what is missing here, the color what I've assigned to the base color, the albedo, okay, is going to change. I have no color information there. Everything is white here. Okay, so this is not the way to create your thing. Okay, so what I'm going to use here, multiply. Okay, you can press M and left mouse button, it will create your multiply node, or you can also search from here, also create from the palette. So multiply node, I'll assign this to the A, assign this to the B, and also creating it to the emissive color. Remember, emissive color. So it will, yes. So now you can see here, it's glowing and also giving a very good color what you have assigned to your thing. Clear?
Yeah.
Save this.
Yes.
And you can see it in your viewport. Very nice. Okay. Any doubts?
Actually, I'm getting some error. I don't know what error. Wait a minute. I'll
Where?
share my screen.
Okay, share it. Okay. See, you have created a multiply add.
Okay.
You just press M on your keyboard, delete the node, You can go with the multiply add also.
Okay. Delete.
Yes. So you just don't double click on delete. We'll be discussing multiply add later. For now, I'm just going with the basic node. Okay. So just press M and left mouse button.
Okay.
Okay. Create a constant. One value. Oh yeah. Good. Now try to connect this to color to the A value.
Color to the A value. Okay.
And constant to the B value.
Constant to the B value. Okay.
Yes. Now connect to your emissive color. You should get the output here.
So apply.
Got it?
Save.
Yes, it will update.
Will update, right?
Yes.
But I need
You
to
just
increase our-
just preview this node. Yeah, you increase the value. Yeah,
Oh, now I got it.
you can increase more. Go for a higher value.
Oh, nice.
You getting it?
Got it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Right. Okay. So clear?
Yeah.
Any doubts?
No.
So save all and save selector. Now we'll create a Chrome ball and discuss about the parameters and material instances. Okay. Now let me quickly create a sphere. Create a new material. naming it as m underscore sphere chrome. Assign to the sphere here, double click, it will open your editor. Now, it's very simple. I'll create a 3 constant vector value connecting it to the base color. I want it to be color white. Okay. And I'll create a single constant value, assigning it to the roughness. Okay. Create another constant value, assigning it to the metallic. Getting the value as 1. You can play around with your values. Okay, not compulsory you should go for this values what I'm creating here. You can play around with your values while you're practicing. Got it?
Yeah.
Clear till here?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna apply and save. Docking it next to my level, and you can see this one here. We have a reflection captured here. So my reflections are good. So I'm gonna create a material instances. So for that I need 3 spheres. Sphere 1, I can duplicate from here. Sphere 2, select all of them, press enter, get into the ground. Okay, now discussing about the material instances. Now, what do you mean by material instances here? See, so in the Unreal Engine, material instancing is used to change the appearance of the material without the expensive recompilation of the material. Let's say you have a parent material, okay, and you can create a child from it, say calling it as material instances, okay, and keeping this parent material as a main material, I can change its properties through the material instances by converting them into a parameter. Okay, so for example, let's say take example of hardware shop. You have a scene file of a hardware shop where you have so many metallic objects, right? Maybe a new metallic object or old metallic which has a rust or etc, which has properties will be same, but the nature will be same, properties to the colors or something will be different, right? So you no need to create a new material for each and every actor there, right? So I'll be creating a main material, I'll be creating the instances, and whatever value you want to change, you convert them into the parameter. Okay, for example, you want to change the, we created a constant 3 vector value, so you can right click, convert into the parameter. Now by doing this parameter, you can change the value outside your material editor. Okay, maybe in the material instancer, you can also access it in your blueprints, your coding, and your level sequencer also. Okay, which are going to what you say, let's say without instancer, if it is taking a long time to load,
Okay.
it will cut short your time, okay, while playing your game,
Okay.
or you're working for any production level. Okay, so you're going to convert the constant expressions or functions value into the parameters.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Fine. So let's create that. So I'm going to create material instancer. How? Simple, right click, create material instancer, or you can right click here in the content browser, go for the material and textures, material instancer. Okay, you can double click, it will be asking for your parent material. I can search for m underscore sphere chrome. Right?
Okay.
Either the way, everything anyway is fine. Okay, so I make it very simple for you. I'll right click, create material instance, m underscore sphere. Let's say I'll name it as red again, red instance. Right, I'll assign it to this one here. Save all, save selected. Now you want to change the color, go for the chrome material, right click on this, convert it to the parameter, rename it, save it, apply and save. It will take a few seconds for that. And when you open the instance, you can see here color, right? I'll be changing this to the red. Very simple, right? And click save. You can see your material here. Without creating a new material, I've created a material instance. Okay.
Yeah.
And you can change the parameter value. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll be creating another material instance, naming it as m_sphere. It's a green instance. Assign to this one here. Double click, color. Let's say I'll go for green value. Okay, save and close. Now let's say in middle of your scene file, you want to convert the roughness also into a parameter,
Yes.
or maybe metallic also into a parameter, right? So I'll just right click, convert it into parameter, say roughness. Don't forget to save it. Take a few seconds again, and go for your instances. So you can also click here, double click here, you'll be getting it. So you see here, right? You'll have a parent material, and you can double click on this to go to that parent material. Okay, so I'll just go to this material. Now you see this roughness here. So I can
Yes.
change the parameter here. If you don't want, you can just go and make it roughness value as like maybe 0.12 and save. You can see the update immediately in your scene file here. Got it?
Yes.
Just save it. Save it. If you want, you enable. Okay. Or like you enable and make it as 0 also make the same sense. If you want, you can change the value. Okay. So enable and keep it. Okay. Now I have one more option here, saying it as save sibling and also save as a child.
Excuse me.
Yes, yes.
I'm not able to see here the roughness value
Yes,
in
sir.
the material instance.
In the instance, sir.
Yeah.
The roughness in the instance, right? Did you convert your roughness here? Can you share your screen?
Yeah, I'll show it to you. Just a second.
Okay.
Not able to see.
You can't see the roughness in the parameter
Roughness.
group. Okay. Go for your Chrome, m_sphere Chrome.
So this one I'm able to see.
Yeah. See, you didn't convert the roughness, the constant value into parameter. Just right click.
This one. This
Yes,
one,
yes, right.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
The roughness, yeah. Convert it to parameter.
Okay.
You can go with the name, say roughness or something. You can also do it for the metallic. Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Don't forget to save it.
Okay. Yes.
Now you'll be able to see in your instance. Yeah.
Yes, I got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Yes. Good. Now coming to this one here, like we are discussing about this. Yeah. Clear so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I have this called save as a sibling. Rather than going and creating a new instance here. Okay, I can also do that in the material instance. I'll go for here, save as a sibling, and I want to name it as let's say sphere. What we are going to call this? Sphere blue instance. Sorry. Okay, and save. You can see what created here. Sphere blue instance. I'll assign to this one here. Double click, which has a parent material of the main material. Like see m_sphere. I can change this into blue color. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
People are doing or like CS or you're getting bored or what?
No,
We are
we
working.
getting it.
I want you people to interact. Okay. I want it to be totally interactive session.
Sure.
Fine. So, and we have one more option here as save as child. Now, for example, you have a main material and you have created an instancer and you want to create instance of this instancer. Okay. So I'm going to create save as a child. Okay. So I'll name this one instance child. Okay. Saving it. Let me create another sphere. Press end and assign to this one here. You can double click. Can change the color, go for with some random color. Now if you see, now this is the instance material whose parent is another instancer, whose parent is the main material.
Yeah.
Okay, now remember, when you convert this into a parameter, you can convert back it into constant also.
Okay.
Okay, if you want to change it into constant, you can change it into constant also. Okay, now remember, any parameter here when you're creating, it will fall under your parameter group. Okay, now from this parameter group, second. Okay, so from this parameter group, like just now we discussed, right? Now once you convert into parameter, you can access this parameter outside your material editor for the blueprint. It's a very interesting topic. You're going to see that. Okay, how you're going to create the visual scripting for your gaming purpose or etc. etc.
Oh.
Okay, or maybe in the level sequencer or the coding time. Clear?
Yeah.
Any doubts in the instances?
No.
Okay. Done. Next, we'll jump to the textures.
So same thing with the texture, right?
We'll discuss. I mean, we are going to create a texture to the material. So far, we created a color. Now we'll see how to create a texture to the material. Okay, fine. Now, what are textures? Simple. I guess you're from the 3D background, right? Which platform you are working on?
We are
Maya.
working on
Maya. So how you are going to assign the textures for your materials there? You create it from the software, maybe let's say example Photoshop or GIMP, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah. So from that you are going to create the textures, importing it into Maya, assigning it to the material, right? Okay.
Yes.
See, I'm taking an example for your software. Like let's say it will be easy for you to understand if I connect with the Unreal Engine with the Maya thing. Okay, I guess you got my point.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Okay, fine. So textures are the images that are used in the materials, and you are mapping it to the surface to whatever material you are applied. Okay, and you can also assign directly to the base color, like how you assign a single color to your maybe like let's say we have base color, roughness, or etc. or to the normal map. Okay, we'll be assigning the textures for that. We'll see that process now. And also you can use that for the heads-up display, the games what you're playing. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
You are audible.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Yeah. Please
Now let's see how to Now let's see how to import the textures. Simple. I'll create a new folder. Create a folder, naming it as my textures. No, it's simple. Just add an import it from here, or I can also import it from here, or you can drag and drop into your folder. Okay. Say I want these files, drag and drop into your folder. Anything is fine. Can you able to do this? So these files I've already assigned.
Yeah.
Okay. And you also have this UAsset file with you.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
We'll be doing a hologram example. Okay, to get this UAsset in your this folder, do one thing, just copy go for the class 2 material project, the content, my textures, can paste it over here. This is for Anurag and Sharath. I guess
Okay.
you may have a trouble to copy your asset here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we'll do it.
Got it?
Yeah,
Okay. Fine. And remember, when you're importing your textures, so these are the formats will support. I mean, your Unreal Engine will support only these formats: .bmp, .float, .pcx, PNG files, PSD files, TGF files, JPEG, EXR, cube maps, DDS cube maps, or HDR.
okay.
Okay. Now listen very carefully. Now, when you import your textures into the Unreal Engine, okay, and those textures should have a dimensions which are power of 2. It's a 2,
Okay.
4, 6, 8 like that. Okay? So 32, 64, 1024, 2048. Okay.
Okay.
The reason why you want this is to create something called a MIP maps.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So MIP maps.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you mean by MIP maps actually? So the MIP maps, for example, let's say take an example of PUBG game. Okay.
Okay.
So let's say you're standing somewhere here and you have a mountain far from you. Do you want the texture to be really a quality, I mean, a resolution of 2K or 4K there?
No, I don't think.
No, right? Okay.
Yeah,
and
no.
if you're going closer to the mountain, you see your textures will be loaded. I mean, the resolution will be changing there, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's what your MIP maps will do.
Okay.
Okay, that's how you're going to work with the MIP maps.
Okay.
Okay, to get
Okay.
this, like I said, it has to be exponential of 2. Need not to be a square, it can be a rectangle also, but the resolution what you have, let's say like it should be exponential of 2.
Okay.
Clear? Let's see
Yeah.
that.
Clear.
We'll do one thing. We'll discuss, we'll assign the textures which are in the Unreal Engine, and also we'll discuss about the textures with outside from the Unreal, like what we have imported here also. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll go
Okay.
for the My Materials, create a sphere. Let me get this guy here. Nice. Okay, so right click, create a material. I'll name this one as M_sphere. Let's say I'm gonna use this as we'll create a rock material. What do you say? That's rock?
Yes, rock.
Okay.
Okay, then. So rock material. Okay, so I assign this, double click, and I don't want this anymore. Close this, open this sphere rock. Now, anyone, how to get a texture sample?
T and
T and left mouse button. Very good. See, I'm not taking the constant value here, 3 and left mouse button, because I don't want to assign color anymore. I want to assign a texture here.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. Now you can just.
No, I
Okay.
just did
Okay.
a same constant 3 vector.
Yeah. Okay. Now we are discussing textures. You will be assigning textures for that.
Okay.
Okay. See, when you're doing that, for example, let's say I want to select something here. I'll select this brick clay, hold T and press left mouse button. It will automatically assign with that brick clay. You don't need to remap again. It's a small tip.
can
So
you
can you
please come
repeat
again?
Simple. See, for example, I want to, let's say I want to select this and assign it to my sphere here. Okay. So rather than creating a texture sample, then go searching for the texture there.
Okay.
Okay. If you want, you can also do in this process, no problem. You can select it directly and directly press T and left mouse button.
T left mouse button, right?
T and left mouse button. Yes.
Okay.
It will load automatically.
Texture sample.
Texture sample.
Okay.
Or see, I'll do one thing. I'll just drag and drop the texture on top of the object here it will create a material for me. When you open this, here your texture sample will be assigned to the base color
Automatically it will create.
automatically. But I don't suggest you this now itself. I want you to no, it's save. I want you to just go like a step-by-step process.
Yeah, fine,
you may
fine.
get confused. Okay,
Okay.
fine. I'll go for the my materials. So SPL rock, assign back to this one. Double click, open my material. T and left mouse button. I'll search for a rock diffuse map. Assign the RGB value. Okay, and if you double click on this one, it will open your texture editor. Okay, and this is what you have the map level here. Can you see the resolution 2048 by 2048?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and the display
yes.
resolution. If I increase the MIP levels,
The
you see that?
resolution is getting small.
Resolution is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, half of the resolution exactly. 512, half 256, 16, 8, and all.
Yeah.
For example, let's say I'll get a simple image which is not a coefficient of 2. So just drag and drop this into my scene file. Okay, so what is the resolution of this? 474 by
74.
340. Yeah.
So
So when
not
I
power of 2, right?
not the power of 2, yes. So when I'm trying to enable the MIP levels, it's not happening.
Okay.
Yes. So careful. It's not like you should not use these materials. You can, but remember your MIP maps won't be generated.
Okay.
Okay.
So always we need a power of 2, right?
Power of 2. So when you're creating it in softwares like Photoshop, make sure you have creating your canvas as a power of 2.
Okay.
Okay, so this is your texture editor. You can also see the red, green, and blue values. I'll open let's say this here. You can see red channel, how much green you have in it, how much blue or alpha, etc. Okay,
So
it
we are
also
editing image or it's just a display?
no, it's for the
purpose?
display. You just want to see. View says is only for the display
Display,
purpose.
okay.
Yes. You also have the details here, which shows the compression levels, textures, file path, the source. You can also adjust your color values here. You can change the saturation, RGB curve. Let's say, and remember your compression settings. When I say compression settings, not all this will work as a compression. For example, take the resolution of this 171 KB. Now, when I change it into this grayscale, automatically increase into 1365 KB. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Okay. And very important, remember the texture groups here. Okay. So in this texture group, let's say you have a set of textures. I'm going to place it under a roof. Let's say maybe I want it for the UI purpose. I want it for the bokeh purpose, terrain height map. Like let's say like you have a texture group there. Okay. Now I can select this texture group later and make it as a ruled base. For example, let's say you're doing your a game for a console. Okay, so I don't want the textures to be high detail. So I can select this texture group and say, hey, see, you don't go more than 50 MB. I can make it as a condition kind of a thing.
So all the texture will act at the
by default, it will be in the world.
They will act together, right? Like if I give a command.
Yeah, you can make it as a ruled base.
Okay.
You can place them into a texture group and make it as a rule belt and saying like, okay, let's take the same example. See, console oriented textures, you can't be more than 50 MB or 30 MB. You can make it as a rule. Okay. Yeah. Now I'll show you one more texture. This one here. I guess you have done the RGB mats in your Maya.
Yeah.
For the lighting purpose and for the composition purpose, where you can select the separate channels for the editing, like it's for the compositors, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
In the same way, let's say I'll go for the props, go for the chair material. I'll see this texture sample here. Can you see this? Okay. So this also consists of this RGB kind of thing. So when you are assigning, So I'll be getting the red channel separately. It has some information. Green separately. Green has some information. Blue and also it also act like this. You can also get it like a separate kind of thing.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Okay.
We are going to see this also. No problem. Okay.
Yes,
In the coming
yes.
classes. So for now, you can just go through that. Okay. Just double click. Go for the texture. And if you want, I can also select the mesh actor here and click on this teapot. You'll be getting this chair. I'll remove this connection. Just Alt and left mouse button. See, red oriented, like whatever connections you have is gone. Or let's say I want to remove the green. They're acting like a passes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
And always try to reverse engineer your scene file. Let's say at the end of the class, you just try to open your materials here. The materials you have, you can access in your Unreal Engine. Just double click them, reverse engineer, like what are the notes, what you have here. This is a perfect way of learning the things. Okay. You also go for the documentation, like Unreal documentation. You can just explore yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Now coming to this one here. So we have created a material and getting a texture sample. Yeah. So assign this RGB. Now see, I don't want only the single channel. I want this color channel, which is in RGB. I'll assign it to the base color here. Simple as that. You can see here material is being assigned. Save. And it's this one. Yes. Clear till here?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll create another texture sample node. Now this time I want to add details to this texture. Let's say a normal map. I guess all of you know what is normal map.
Yes.
You're from a 3D
Yes.
background. Come on, you know what is normal map.
Yeah, it is for surface really for bump.
Yes. So using the RGB values. Okay. So
Yes,
this is
yes.
what you have. Okay. Can you see these details here now? It's acting like a bump. Yeah, bump map.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll apply and saving it. Got it? Even more detailed. Now, speaking about instances, let's say I want to change the color. A user want to change this color when you're a player trying to get towards this rock, you want to change the color. So you need to convert this into a parameter.
Yeah.
Yes, but remember how you are going to do this now. Simple. I'm going to create a multiply node, hold M and click. We already did this for the glow, if you remember.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to assign this to the B. I'll create a 3 constant value, assign to the A value, and get it to the base color. I want this to be white. Click OK. Working?
Yeah.
Yes. So now I can change this into a parameter. Say it as color. Or you can also rename it as saying like texture color. It's your own name. Okay.
Yeah.
And apply, save. And yeah. So you're able to create this material. You want to just freeze this frame for a second, like you just go through the connections.
Yeah.
So very basic, simple. Done.
Yeah.
Simple. You're creating a texture sample, assigning a normal map, normal to normal, diffuse map to the base color.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Yeah. Yes.
Can I share my screen? Is it fine? Connection?
Fine. Anyway, it is a multiply value. You can get it as A and B. No problem.
So no problem, right?
No problem. No, it's good. It's good. I can say you like quick learners.
We're trying our level best.
Nice. We'll create 2 material instances. What about the others? Are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No problem. Take your time.
So can I connect any particular RGB connected with the normal? We can connect, right?
I didn't get you.
Any channel, I mean, like in our normal map, we have RGB, right?
Yes, yes.
We are connecting RGB with normal, so we can connect with R with normal, G
Why you
on
want to do
green,
that?
in
When
case like if I
just in
want.
case. Okay,
Yeah.
if you want, you can. You can.
Okay,
But
no
remember,
problem, right?
yes. But remember, your normal map uses the RGB values.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So we can't connect like that.
You can, but if you want, let's say for
Okay,
some
okay.
case, okay.
Okay.
It's not like you should not at all connect this to the normal. You can see, but
So
be
we
aware
won't
of
get
your
any
content.
error, right? Okay,
Yes, be aware of the content what you're getting here.
Okay. That is important,
Okay.
right?
That is important. Are you people done?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it hard or what? Like,
No.
fine. Okay, I'm gonna create instances here. I'll leave it as rock instance 1. I'll assigning it to this one. Create another material instancer, saying it as instancer 2, and creating it to this one. Okay, let's say like I'm going to create this as a what a wet looking rock and a kind of sand rock here. Okay, to do that, see, I'll be creating, just give me a moment, I'll just get this guys up. I'll create a single constant value, assigning it to the roughness. Roughness value, just checking it. Yeah, so I'm going to convert this into constant parameter, sorry, saying it as roughness. Save it. And open your instance. I'll go for color. I'll make it as black. Go for roughness. So I want it to be wet. This is fine, I guess. Save it. Have the roughness value here. It's fine, default it as a 1. Remember, even after converting it into constant, you'll be having this default value where you can enter the parameter value for the material editor here. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Fine. I'll create another instance. Let's say changing the color as some yellow here. Click OK. I don't want to get the roughness here. I want it to be same. Or if you want, you can also enable save, and this is the outcome. Clear?
Yes.
Do you have any doubts?
No, we are getting it.
So, excuse me. Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So I just assigned the diffuse map a different one. Okay, not like the same raw code.
Okay.
So if I assign it, whether it is going to take the actual same normal map, or it will, we need to update it normally, like procedural way, or it will, Unreal will automatically take the, according to the name we will be giving, like T underscore,
No,
like that.
no,
So
no,
we
no.
need
See,
to,
you have to update. For example, this is what you're telling, right? For example, if I go for some other diffuse map, will the normal
yes,
map automatically updating according to the
yes,
name, right?
yes, yes.
You have to assign it like with the
Okay,
same
so
name. It won't do that.
it won't. Okay.
The texture what you're using, it should have the same normal map.
So
Okay.
based on the name, I thought it will take automatically, but it won't.
No, no.
Ah,
Okay. Yeah. Fine. So we'll do one more thing. We'll be increasing the details here. Okay. Or let's say I'll create another plane, rotating it, keeping it very simple. I want to create another material, and the material m underscore, let's say I want to create like a wood.
okay.
Okay, I'll assign this to this one here, double click, create a texture sample, search something like wood. I may use this one. Fine. Assign it to the base color. You can also get the normal from there, right? So create
Yeah.
a texture, wood, normal map. See, your Unreal Engine is not automatically guessing it and taking it, assigning it for the normal map, right? Yeah. Now here, I'll assign it to the plane. I'm not satisfied with the number of texture. I mean, what you say, the tiling here. I guess you know the UV tiling you have in your Maya software, right? The
Yes,
same way you
yes.
have UV tiling here in your 2D node, 2D node. Right? Okay. So I'll create texture coordinates here, press U and click texture coordinates. I'll assign this to the UV and increase the tiling value, say 3 by 3 for now. Let's take a few seconds. You see that?
Yes.
Okay. And remember to add the same texture coordinate for your normal map also. Okay. Okay, that's how your texture coordinate will serve. I'll save. Take a few seconds to this. Saving. And that's what you have. Got it?
Yes.
So both we have to connect, normal and
For both. For normal
Okay.
and also for the diffuse map and the normal map. Yeah.
So for texture coordinate, what I have to press? Can you
U.
one second? Q, right?
U.
Okay, sorry.
You press U on your keyboard, left mouse button, you'll be getting the texture coordinates.
Okay.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Remember, any changes you do, have to click save.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, clear, got it.
So we'll create an example now, hologram. What do you say?
Yes.
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 Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very simple. I guess you watched in a lot of movies now, like how your Tony Stark is going to create your things, right?
Yes. Yes.
Correct.
No, I want you guys to be Tony Stark now.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to create a simple sphere. We already have those textures. let's start like how to do this. Fine. Simple. I'll create a sphere actor, create a new material, name it as m_hologram. Okay, assign this to the material, double click open and get this here. You get my textures, drag and drop into the material editor. This to be here and this to be here. Now, when I'm creating this hologram, I don't want my color map to be there. Okay, I don't want these colors to be appear. So what I can do, I can get any of these three colors. Okay, just double click on the this one here. Let's see which one will be going red or maybe green. Blue is fine. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll create a multiply node, assign this blue to the A here. Let's start previewing this. See the output. If you don't want your background to be visible here, just show, remove the background. And I want to push these colors. Create a scalar. Just press S and left mouse button. Name it as mask scent. Okay, assign this to the B value. I'll see a value, like let's say, what about 1.5 or maybe 2.5. 2.5 will do the job. Fine. Yeah. Okay. Now I want to assign a color to this one. Let's take a 3 constant vector value. It's very simple. Anyone how to do this? How to get this color? Let's say I want the color to be cyan. A good cyan color. Okay. I want this on top of this one.
Again, we
This
multiply.
color. You take a multiplier node. Nice. So I'll assign this and this. Start preview. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'll create a lerp node. Now this lerp will act like an interpolation between A and B value according to the alpha, right? Okay. And to get the alpha, I'll be doing it from the normals. Okay. Now here I'm going to create something called Fresnel. So if you want to see what your Fresnel will do here, anyone? Fresnel?
The
What do you mean by
reflections
Fresnel?
are stronger at glancing angles and weaker at facing angles.
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
The reflections will be stronger at glancing angles and weaker at facing angles.
Correct. Yes. So here also see in Unreal Engine 4, let's say your Fresnel material node calculate fall off based on the dot product of the surface. Okay, surface normal and also on the camera position, direction of the camera. Okay, so you can see a neat white glow kind of thing here around your sphere, right? Clear? So I'm going to assign this RGB to the normal here and assign this to the alpha. Stop previewing. Okay, and in the Fresnel, I'll increase the exponent value for 20. I just want to increase the values. Now, if, without this exponential value, it's looking too dark, right?
Yes.
My black value,
Yes.
like black. I mean, according to alpha, I said like from 0 to B. So whatever the color values you have is going to interpolate with 0 and this color value according to the alpha here. So I'm going to increase the exponential value to 20 and the base reflection, let's say maybe 0.1. How much it will be, let's say maybe 0.2. Fine, fair enough. Okay with that, right?
Okay.
Okay, and I want those scan lines, like your hologram has a scanless kind of thing, right? On top of this. So you have this texture sample. I'll create a blend overlay. Now this blend overlay will act as like your blend mode in your Photoshop.
Yeah.
Because you use Photoshop, how you are going to use the blend overlays. Okay,
Yeah.
lighter pixel will become lighter, darker pixel will become even more darker, right? So I'm going to assign this RGB on top of this blend. Let's see what this will do now. Exactly what I want. I want these lines on top of this one here. Clear? And I want this line to be moved. How you're going to
Okay.
move your textures here? Which
Panel.
node? Anyone? Panner. How to get the panner?
Press P, left mouse button.
Left mouse button. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to use this to the UVs and get the speed value as maybe 1. Let me see. Oh, I'll go for like maybe 0.2. 1 is too high. It's fine. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're doing along, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Simple thing. See, we have created a texture here. I've drag and dropped it from here, and I've multiplied the blue color with the 2.5 value, and I multiply this with the cyan, the color value what I have, cyan value. Okay, and I've created a lerp. And to get that thing, like see, when you rotate, you can see that shiny kind of thing happening there. Blacks and whites are changing according to alpha. To get that alpha, I've got a Fresnel according to the normal map.
Okay.
As simple as that. Flow is clear for you?
Yes.
Then we went to the blend overlay. I've assigned the texture sample. A panner. By using the panner, I made these lines to move.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me tell you once you're done at this stage.
Yeah.
Done?
Yeah. Done.
Yes.
Yeah. You can continue.
I can, yeah, fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Please continue.
Yes. Okay. So I'll create another multiply node. I'm not satisfied with the number of scan lines there. So what I'm going to do here, I'll using the texture coordinate, just now we did, right? So you can increase the UV tilings. I'll go for 2 by 2. Okay. And I want to create another effect here. See what I'm going to do. Just make an eye here, how the lines are being moved here. I'll create something called screen position. Screen position. I'll assign this to the multiply here. Very nice. This is what I want. The wobbling kind of effect. So if I go far from the camera, you see how your lines are being seen. And if I go closer, I'll be getting this kind of wobbling kind of thing. I'm getting that illusion like you're inside the hologram actually.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clear this step?
Yes.
Yes.
Fine. Let me select this all, copy this and paste it. Someone asked like the copy paste thing. Simple. You select, copy, Control C, paste, Control V.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. Fine. So I'm gonna stop this preview for a second. I'll create a add node. I want to add this too. Simple, as simple as this is go and add. How to get the add? Simple, just press A and left mouse button. You'll be getting the add node there. Okay. The reason why I'm doing this to increase the number of scan lines on this. Just start previewing this now. I'll use the texture coordinates here. Increase double this one, 4 by 4.
Okay.
You can see that. Right. And also I'll change the speed Y value, let's say 0.3. But I'm not satisfied with the lines here. Let's do one thing. I'll deselect this one. I want to multiply the screen position with some value. So I'll take a multiply.
Okay.
Take this to the A. I'm going to multiply this B value with maybe 2. I'm going to do the same thing. Copy it. Deselect. Paste it. And assign to this one. Oh, nice. Can you see the spot the difference now?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is to get
Let
the
me-
finer line.
If the yes, let me just change this value to 2.5 is fine, I guess. Yeah, 2.5 is good. Okay. See that
Yeah.
spin position. That is what your spin position is doing there.
Okay.
Yes, fine. Now I want to create that outer glow. Right now, you got your sphere here, but I want to create that outer glow. So for that, I'll be getting this tiling noise. Let's get into your this one here. I'll stop previewing this. Clear so far. This is fine for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
No
yes.
confusions here, right?
No,
No confusion.
No.
no confusion.
Okay, fine. So I'm gonna start previewing this. Take a panner. I want this to sorry for that. I'll press P and left mouse button panner. I'll assign this to the UVs, and I'll use the panner value. Let's say I want to move this one. Let's say in the y-axis. Let's say 4. That's too fast. Maybe 1 or maybe 0.5. You can play around. Okay, you can play around with the
Yes.
values. Just
Yes, yes.
try to experiment the values. Always trial and error method is good, I guess, right?
Yes.
So you try something, not only the values what I'm assigning, you go with your values also.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
I'm going to take a screen position again. Screen position and assign this to the coordinates. Now, by doing this texture samples, if I go closer, I'm getting more information, going farther and further and further more, getting the information less. I mean, this is what I want for the
Yes.
glowing area. So when
Okay.
I'm going closer, I want this glow to be more. As going far, glow to be going less.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. See, I didn't assign this to the hologram yet again. We come to that.
Yes.
Yeah. Fine. So I'm gonna create to that getting that outer region, I'm going to create a Fresnel power. Okay. So it's Fresnel function to get this Fresnel power.
Okay.
Simple. So I'm going to create a multiply node. Add this to B, this to A. Now what your Fresnel function doing here? See, start previewing this one. Okay. So you can see the small dot.
Yes.
Yes.
Fine. So the reason why I'm creating the Fresnel function, not the Fresnel here, to get access to the camera vector and the power. So the camera vector, the vector of the camera direction, and the power, this value controls how quickly you want your color to fall to the edge. Like, okay, so I want this color, this color to fall to the edge. Like, okay,
Okay.
so I'll create a camera vector. Sorry, camera vector WS full space, and for this power, I'll just create a scalar, saying it as Fresnel power. You can stop me at any time if you have any doubts. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll increase the Fresnel power at, let's say, 5 value. No, I want it to be even more like here, right at the edge. Let's do one
Yeah.
thing. Make it as 10. Cool. See, that is
Yes.
what your power is doing here, and also the camera vector. See,
Yeah.
got it?
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to multiply
Got it.
both. This is what happens. So you have your tiling noise here, and it is moving because of the panel according to the screen position, right? And I have this Fresnel function
Yes.
multiplying both. Okay, and I want to increase this. Okay, so just stop previewing this. Create another multiply node. Assign this to the A value. I'll create another scalar saying it as glow power connected to the meters. So I'll increase this value. I want it to be more, like to be 100 or something. Start previewing this. There you go. Right, the power of your Fresnel function there. So just
Yes.
increase this to maybe 150. I guess this is fine. Okay.
Yep.
Clear?
Yes.
You able to do this? So what
Yeah.
we have done here, you created a texture tiling noise, you import it into your material editor, you've created a panner, you made your just start previewing this one, sorry. Okay, so you made your this texture to be moved in the y direction and according to the screen position. Then you have created a Fresnel function by using the camera vector and also the Fresnel power. It's a scalar value. I've
Yes.
created something like this and multiply both to get this kind of effect. This is what I want actually. I want it more like to increase the power. Okay, and I want it as a scalar because once I make it as a scalar, it is a parameter. I can access it outside my material editor also. Say like when your player is closer to this hologram, your power will be more. You can go with a blue screen or coding. Can be done. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want this on top of the blend overlay. Clear, right? No doubts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine. So can I continue?
Yeah, continue.
Yes.
So you're clear with the connections here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, fine. So I'll take a multiply node, assign this and this, multiplying both. So your blend overlay consists of your hologram, which we have created like this, and multiplying both results this one. Okay. Now I want to add this on top of this one again.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll create an add node, assigning this here, getting both. Now this give me a very good output like this. So you have the hologram texture here and also the glow which is been animated here. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a small issue with the color actually. Can you
To
able
the
see my
normal.
connection?
Yes. See, you have assigned the Fresnel function here to the texture sample normal node.
This
No,
one.
no, not this. No, go for the no. Yes,
This one.
yes, this. Yeah, that. Yeah, the texture sample which has been assigned the normal. Yeah, that should be Fresnel, not the Fresnel function.
So both are different, right?
Yes. FRE. Fresnel. Yes. And remember, you should increase the exponential values also. Connect it to the normal and that to the alpha channel.
Here we need
Yes.
one constant.
No. Select the Fresnel
Okay.
and can you see in the details exponent and base reflection fraction?
Yeah.
Change those values, maybe 15 or 20. 20, go for a value, and base reflection, go for a value. Just change the value.
Okay.
You can, yes. Else, any more doubts? Are you okay with the flow? You want me to explain it again?
No. We got it.
You got it?
Yeah, got it.
What of the rest? All of
Yeah.
you got it?
Yeah. Got it. Got it.
Okay. Now, see, in the beginning of a class, we discussed, right? Like you're going to change this according to the requirement, right? So I want this hologram to not affect with the light. So I'm going to change this into unlit and also change the blend mode at translate.
Okay.
Okay. I'm
So
going to add this to
you are
the
doing it on the material.
the material.
Okay.
So I'm going to assign this to the emissive color. And I want to create a scalar saying it as opacity. Assign it to the opacity. The value will be 0.5. I want it like partially. 0.5 value will go from it. Okay.
Oh.
Don't forget to save. After constructing so many connections, if you forgot to save, it will throw you an error. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is what you have, the hologram in your viewport. Now let's rotate it. I want to do it in my material itself. Simple. I create a panel.
Yeah.
And I assign this to the UVs,
Texture. Yeah.
the texture sample and the normal diffuse map and the normal map, and start rotating it in the x-axis, say maybe 0.8. I don't know, like let's see. Oh, it's too fast. Let's say like 0.1. Is it good?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, fine. And apply and save. All right. Can you able to do this?
Yeah.
Any more doubts? Can I continue?
No. Yeah, continue.
Yes.
Yes.
Fine.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I'll create another sphere. Create one more. And I want to instance this. Okay. So I'll select, right click, create material instance. Let's say save all. So selected. Assign this to this one. Remember, you have already created so many scalars, maybe opacity as a glow power, Fresnel power, right? Mask strength. So you can access them under your parameter group. Not only in the instance, like I said, you can also access them in your blueprint also. Blueprint maybe your level sequencer or anything. So just matter of enable this, changing the Fresnel power, the glow power, the mask strength, how much mask you want, and how opaque you want, like opacity. Okay, save. Like let's say you want to change the color also. Simple, just go to this one, constant value, right click, convert to parameter. Yes, color. Don't forget to save this. And I can get it here. So change this one, say okay, and that's been assigned. Will you create another instancer and show changes on that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can.
Simple, create another material instancer, assign to this one here, double click, change your color. Enable, and as simple as that. It's very simple. So opacity, you see, opacity you can increase more. Save it. Save. Clear?
Yeah.
So do you have any doubts?
No.
Not all.
Yeah. So we created 3 simple materials in the beginning. Then we discussed about how to create the constant values here. Single constant value, 3 constant value vector, right? And you also assigned material instances. We discussed about the instances here. How to assign a texture. We discussed about the UV coordinates, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Can I share my screen?
Yes, yes. Nice, nice. Good. Very nice.
I tried this one just now.
Okay, cool.
And so the very first one. And I just was trying with the light actually. So if it is like night, how it is looking.
Yes, yes.
So,
Cool. Very nice.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can have your own values.
yes.
Okay. Try to explore more.
Yeah.
It's good.
And here I tried it with a different texture actually. And the colors also different.
Fair enough. No problem. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Good. Very good.
And this one I took it as an example for the what UV coordinates, texture coordinates,
Very nice.
which we call it like UV diamond. Yeah.
Very nice. Someone. And yeah. Now let's say I'll show you a few tips for you now. Let's see. Remember, you can right click on the material, any material. You can go for the reference viewer. It will be showing you the nodes which are connected. I have material on that, instancer on that, instancer, another instancer, and the whatever the nodes we have connected will be easy for you,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Very simple. Just right click. I'll show it again. Right click and go for the reference viewer.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's say you want to see how expensive your materials are, right? Shader complexity is what we call. So you can go for this lit here, go for the optimization view mode, shader complexity. You'll be getting this small cursor here. You can see that, right? Just place this cursor on top of your, see, you have this PS and VS. See, that's how it's changing. And if you're, see, the combination of these two shaders will be more expensive. PS stand for pixel shaders and vertex shader. Okay, so you can just see how expensive your materials are, like complexity kind of thing. Remember this also.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And you also have something called material analyzer. You can go for Windows. Okay, developer tools, and material analyzer. Okay, I can search for, let's say I want to go for m_hologram. Now it shows like how many instances you have, the base property overrides or static switch parameters, or if you go for sphere chrome. Okay, I'll just search for, sorry, sphere chrome. So see, you have, it's a material analyzer.
Yeah.
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 So any other doubts?
No.
No.
So can I
So far.
conclude the session for now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So with this session, we discussed how to create materials, material instances. We discussed about the parameters. You convert them into parameters, right?
Yes.
Okay. And also how to import your textures. Remember MIP maps, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
PUBG game.
Right. PUBG game. You all are gamers, I guess.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And also we had a hologram example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Yes.
shows how to use the maybe let's say example for multiply or lerp or Fresnel, like how you're going to use them.
Yeah.
Okay, and for the next topic, we'll be discussing about the lights in the Unreal Engine.
Okay.
Okay, like for the materials how we are created, like we'll see the light in the Unreal. Just now Sharath has changed the day into night sky, how he wants to see how your materials have been changed. Okay, like I said, this is just an introduction class. We went for the very basic level. Now for the next coming classes, we'll be discussing about the layered materials, or let's say the texture details. Okay, how to add the extra nodes, like we'll see even more complicated scene files. Okay,
Yeah.
so can we have a quiz session now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Come on, like you are quick learners, I guess you can answer everything here now. Fine. Okay, let's see. First one, the shading mode determines how a material will interact with the light cast in the scene.
True.
True?
Sure.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
Yes.
Second one. Come on. Texture
It
group.
can be used to
It's
easily
recommended to
texture
assign. Yeah.
properties based on the type
Based
of
on the type of texture.
Property
Texture.
based on the type of text.
Exactly. We discussed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the texture group here. Just a moment. It's very important. The reason why I'm explaining you again. So texture group.
Yeah.
Make sure when you import any texture, you're making it under a group. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you can make it as a rule based later.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine.
Yes.
Let's go to the session. Number 3, to change a parameter value across multiple materials, what you use?
Material
Instances.
instances.
Nice. Number 4,
Material editor.
I guess this is a very hard question for you.
Uh,
Material.
Material
Material.
instance.
Yeah.
Right. PBR stands for
Physically based rendering.
based rendering.
Physically based rendering.
nice. Number 6, what you do to open the material editor?
Yeah.
Double
False.
click.
It is true. Yeah. You either double click or
False.
you can go with the.
It's true.
True.
Yeah, it is true.
You
It's
need
true.
to
Yeah.
create-
You double click on the material, right? To open the
Yeah,
material
yeah.
editor.
Yes. Double click.
Yes. Nice. Fine. Number 7, if a material is non-metallic, will you use the specular input?
Yeah.
Yes.
False.
True.
True or false?
True.
True.
Number 8,
It is albedo.
Albedo.
remember I said
Exactly.
like when you're connecting it to the base color, okay, we call the base color as albedo,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
9, mipmax are automatically generated for imported textures
Yeah,
that
true,
are not
true.
power of
False.
2.
False.
Not power of 2.
Not power of
It's
2,
false.
remember.
Yes.
Not
It's
power of
false.
2.
It's false.
Okay.
So this mipmaps, right? So they are
Yes.
going to, it has to be a power of 2.
Power
So,
of it's
yeah.
yes.
Number 10,
Constant 3 vector.
The
Constant
base-
3 vector.
Constant period.
very nice. Shortcut for constant 3 vector.
3
Three
left mouse
left
button.
mouse button.
Same left mouse button.
Yes, sir, awesome, man. Come on. Number 11. Number 11.
Normal
dash-
button.
Yeah. The normal input.
Normal input use.
That's a fast.
Direction light.
Very nice. Remember, someone asked like, can I use the RGB as separate values to get the normal?
Yeah, I asked.
If it is required, like if you want it
Okay.
for some XYZ reasons.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
But in
Yes,
general,
yes.
your normal map, it will take the
Means
input you
possibility
use
is there, right? We have that possibility.
for some XYZ reasons, I say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But in general, the normal input uses the RGB value to control
Always
the direction
RGB.
in which
Okay.
yes, in which light should interact with the surfaces.
Okay.
It will create the illusion in the direction of fine. Number 12.
Dash.
The dash are the building blocks used to create materials.
Material expression.
Material expressions. I think.
What
Exactly. Material
input and
expression.
output that perform specific material expression.
Material expressions. Very nice.
Yes.
And
material
remember, you can
expressions.
also create your custom in your material editor. Okay, I've shown you the example of FOV, field of view,
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
right? There you can
Yes.
get the HLSL directly into your material editor there.
Correct.
yes.
So we can
Clear?
copy the code and
You can do like
yeah.
yes, fine.
Yes.
So see you with the next class. So we'll be
Okay.
discussing about the lights.
Yeah.
Try with the other different type of assets, not only on the sphere. You can try with the other assets also, the other actors. Try to create them, explore, and
Thank you.
thank you,
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you, thank you.